Come with me, let's go make okra soup. Like.
So I start with this cow leg, which is like the strongest to boil. It takes time to cook. So yes, I washed it thoroughly, added enough water. You know, it takes time to cook. So I added enough water, I put some fire, and then I went in with some salt, just little salt for it to have some taste. Then I picked up my Titus fish. I love to have Titus in my okra soup. Like, I love the taste and the flavor it gives. So I cleaned out the Titus. I love to cut it open and remove all the nyama nyama inside, then set it on my grill tray because I want it grilled, and then have it into the oven, put it in the oven, and then set the timer. I love to grill my fish at 220 degrees. That's how I love it. So you might want 180, you might want 200, depends on what you want. So after that, I had to go for my stockfish. I brought out some stockfish, and then with dry fish as well. So this is the time to wash it. Please always wash your fish, dry fish especially, with hot water. This is because it has oil, okay, and that oil can attract sand, especially in Nigeria, where we had to shade this in the market and there are dust particles flying around. So you don't want your soup or anything you're cooking to be filled with sand. So wash it with hot water to get rid of sand. And please don't also forget to get rid of bones. Very, very important. Always remove bones from your dry fishes so that the person eating your food will not choke. Okay, then after that, add water and then put it on fire to boil. I had to put in this dry fish early because it's quite strong. Okay, so I went in now with seasoning cube, a little amount of pepper and salt. This is for this particular stockfish and the dry fish to have some taste. Then I went in with uziza. Dried uziza, I cannot do without it in my okra soup. So I went in with some uziza at this point. And lastly, crayfish. So I love to cook my crayfish. I don't like crayfish tasting raw in my food, so I cook it. I put it early enough so it cooks properly. Cover the pot and allow it to cook. Then I went for my okra at this point. Washed it thoroughly. Of course, we don't want any sand. Yeah, and then it's time to cut. So this foil paper, I love to put foil paper on my top, like on my cooking top, before placing the chopping board. This is so that if any of the particles are leaving the chopping board, it doesn't go to the floor. So yeah, it helps me cook neat. And then if any of it falls off the chopping board, I'm able to still pick up my stuff and use. Okay, so this is me chopping the okra, and this is my beloved husband helping me as my kitchen assistant, washing and cutting the whole okra. So we are done cutting now, and you can see I chopped some okra to be so big. This is because I want to blend them. Okay, I blended the okra to smooth. Especially when you want to have okra soup that is drying very well, you have to blend some of it. If you don't have blender, please use your mortar to pound it. Okay, it will come out the same. Then I had to go back to the stock on fire. At this point, I had to bring the cow leg that I've boiled and pour it into the stockfish because it has boiled to soft at this point. Everything is soft now, so I mix them together, so that the taste can, come together and form a very unique, yummy taste. And I had to go for everything is well cooked and soft now, so I had to go lastly for the grilled Titus fish. I go in with this last because it is not so strong, so and can easily melt in the pot. But don't forget, as usual, rid your fish of bones. Always get rid of bones from your fish so that you can enjoy your food freely without having to choke. So I went in with the Titus fish, as you can see. After that, cover the pot and allow it to boil. Then I went back in with, I had to go for pepper at this point. Now, this is the main pepper I'm using for the soup. I love a lot of pepper in my okra. I love to have my pepper visible in okra soup, so I don't blend them too smooth. I use this shredding machine, and then it helps me to shred it instead of blending it too smooth. Now I had to go in with the blended okra first. Please go in with the blended okra. After that, I went in with the pepper. I love to see pepper in my okra soup. Like, it gives you this sort of color that is very unique. So I went in with the pepper. After that, please stir it very well. After stirring, just cover the pot. Allow it to cook just for 1 minute. Don't overcook it. Okra is vegetable, so don't go cooking it for 10 minutes. Just stir it, cover the pot, and allow it to cook for like 1 minute, okay? After that, when it has cooked, at this point, go in with the chopped okra now. The okra, you chopped the normal small size that you want visible. Go in with it and then stir properly. Now, let me remind you again, okra is vegetable, so don't cook for too long. Stir it properly. Make sure everything is mixed up together. Cover the pot, allow it to cook for 1 minute again. Then open the pot, stir, and then turn off the fire, okay? Don't go cooking okra until it turns brown. No, that is wrong. This is okra is vegetable, and you're not supposed to cook vegetable for too long. So stir and turn off your fire. Don't make the mistake of covering the pot. If you cover the pot, the steam will continue to cook the okra. So don't cover the pot. Allow the steam to just evaporate on its own. And ta-da! This is the outcome of our soup. This is it. You can eat it with gari, poundo. Me, I'm having it with poundo, and it came out so yummy and so delicious. So let me know in the comments if you love my food and you are going to try my recipe. Until I come your way again. Bye-bye.